What's up guys, Spencer Rivkin here. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about a good starting point for 17.5 two-wheel drive buggy for the ESC and Motor package. As you can see, we got a race going on right now. There's a little bit of chaos going on here at Coyote Hobbies. This track is one of the few tracks in the country that is considered a sealed surface track. What that means, it's a additive of glue to the top surface, and there are a lot of different things that you kind of should and need to know what to do to tune your 17.5 buggies. And so we're gonna kind of get this video started. Matty G is here this weekend. We're gonna go do a full download with him on his 17.5 buggy, what motor ESC he's running, and go through the ESC settings and talk about gearing and the importance of what to tune, how to tune for this kind of surface. So with that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed these videos, please give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you have any questions, as always, leave a comment below, and we'll do our best to get back with you. All right, let's get right into it.
How's it going, guys? Matthew Gonzales here. We're at Coyote Hobbies, and we're doing some stock buggy testing. We're just getting everything dialed in for the different surfaces that we have to run on. Compared to what we would run in San Diego, I would say the biggest key takeaways are the initial throttle settings and the gear ratios. Right now we're just trying to tame the gearing down. With the higher grip, you need a little more torque to get the car to unload out of the corner, because if not, it just stays bogged down and doesn't continue to pull speed throughout the entire track. So the stuff that I've adjusted from the San Diego race to this race is I've turned the initial throttle from 8 to 15, and then the gear ratio, instead of 66/30, I'm running a 66/32. Yeah, now we'll show you guys connecting the program box to speed control. The LCD program box 2 is capable of doing both the standalone settings and the Bluetooth app with our Hobbywing Link. With our Hobbywing Link V2 app that you can find on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, some of the basic stuff that we're running here is all the ESC protections, cutoff high voltage is off. If you're a diehard racer running for 5 minutes and just trying to get as much testing as possible, having all this stuff off is crucial, just in case anything decides to get too hot or the battery voltage goes below 6.5 under load. The car will shut off. You'll still have steering, but you won't have any throttle because it hits the safety. 6.0 VEC, I never really like to turn it up because at the beginning of the run it feels super fast, and at the end, especially in stock racing, with the battery voltage going lower and lower, it just for sure drops off and the steering will feel slower. The next thing is the throttle rate at 30. I usually always run this at 30 as long as we're on slicks and have enough traction. If it's not a high enough bite, you can try it at 27, which is the original setting from the 6.1.00 firmware. It'll tame it down a little bit more and not be as snappy. Another thing too that we've been messing with for the past year is the customized throttle curvature setting. So you go into here, it gives you a bunch of settings that you can do, but you scroll all the way to the bottom and go to customized. So how I started out is at 40. Sometimes it'll be random from what you set it at the original setting. But usually it's 40, 70, 90, and at 100. And what this does is when you get into the trigger at the very beginning, it's a lot snappier. So under load, it feels like it's it's got a lot more snap under load. The neutral range at 6, the lower you run this, the more sensitive the initial throttle is going to feel. I usually always run at 6 because at 4% it feels really hard hard to hang on to for 5 minutes, but it can be a little faster at times. 15% like initial throttle, I talked about that like earlier. Now having this all like the way up, for sure, like the car spools up a lot faster coming up to the triple jump. Coast is something that Dustin Fox and Aaron Mitchell have really enjoyed running. I tried it out. I wasn't a big believer at first, but the coast setting, when you're on and off throttle, you don't feel the binding of the spur and pinion gears as much, and the car flows through like the corner a lot better. No softening, because that's not allowed in stock racing. And when you run the coast setting, the freewheeling cannot be on. It'll cause a super brake effect when you get off of the throttle, because the freewheeling and the coast are trying to match. So for sure, don't run both of those settings. Then on the brake stuff, it's pretty basic. Like for myself, no drag brake in spec racing. The motors already make enough of a magnetic field that it makes the rotor feel super like clunky. So I don't run any drag brake to coincide like with that. I run like the brake like pretty low, because in spec racing, the more brake that you run, the hotter that everything is going to get. So I try to run my brakes a little softer like than most. Other than that, nothing else too crazy going on here. You can see all my boost and turbos are at 0. You can see the poles. I done like the gear ratio and tire size, and then all of the that's from the last run that I just did. So yeah. I am running the all new V10 G5 17.5 motor, the torque edition, which comes with the torque rotor. Unlike the G4Rs did, now the rotor comes in the box ready to go, and it's timed at 51 degrees. And I'm also running the XR10 G3X like speed control with 2 of the Module D capacitors. And then I'm also geared at 66 at 32.
So there you have it with Matty G with the insight on the 17.5 two-wheel drive spec racing buggies. With our new G5 motor and G3X speed control, hopefully this has been really helpful for you guys, especially for those who run on these seal glued tracks around the country. From the ones that I've driven on is Coyote Hobbies and Hoosier RC Complex. I'm looking forward to getting my spec car up and running to do some product testing and development at my local track of Hobby Action. Thanks to Matty G for all the insight that he's doing and does for the hobby. And until then, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Until next time, we'll see you on the next one.